holding a makeup brush. Hello, so for today's video I thought we'd do like this cute blue cut crease. I'm pretty sure all my looks have been blue, but I'm thinking like blue with a bit of smoky glittery black in the outer edge, and yeah, just something really sort of pretty. And we're actually going to go for like a very brown nude lip. Usually I'm towards nude and nothing else. So yeah, I've already done my eyebrows, everything all listed in the bottom bar that I used. They're a bit like hit or miss at the minute. I don't really know what I'm doing with them. I just like waxed quite a bit off and I'm trying to find a shape and blah 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 blah. It's a whole big thing. Anyway, so for highlight today I'm going to take this. So this is from Jordana Tisha and it's called a Face and Sparkle. So it comes with a cream and then you open it up and you get a shimmer. So I'm just going to take the shimmer underneath the brow bone, but we'll use the cream and stuff on the face later. I do apologise if it's too bright. The sun's just really out at my window today. Even I'm just like looking and it's like, okay, it's a bit too bright, but hopefully we can make it work. So yeah, this is in Glass Slipper, by the way, and this is so gorgeous. I recently used this in a like testing new makeup, and oh my god, it was just beaming. It was so pretty. So I'm just going to take that underneath the brow bone. I'm taking it on a Spectrum A13, so I didn't say. By the way, this photograph's so beautiful as well. When I was taking pictures of it, it was just beaming everywhere. It was so beautiful. I've never had a highlight look like that in photos, unless I like really turn my head and focus on it, but you could see like just everywhere, like it was just so pretty. So now we're going to prime the eyelids. So I'm going to take the Colour FX Power Play Concealer, and this is in not the shade I wanted. So for primer, I'm going to take the Colour FX Power Play Concealer. So this is in N-Light 1. I usually use this for when I'm like tanned. It's more of my sort of natural shade to brighten, but I've been loving it as a base. So I'm literally going to drop it on my foot. Take a dot on the back of my hand. Literally, you don't need a lot. Even that's like just far too much. And I'm just going to take a Kaima Cosmetic brush. It's just a little indie brand. Super sparkly, just really pretty. I'm just going to take that over the lid. Obviously you don't have to have two different shades, because I'm about to use a shade that's actually made for my skin tone. Obviously just buy one, but it's because I love the concealer that I have it in like both my shades. So yeah, I mean I don't self-tan that often. But if I'm getting like full glam, then I will tan. So yeah. So now I'm going to take the Dose of Colours, and this is the Desi and Katy Friendcation palette. I love this palette. It's super beautiful. It has this neutral and then like these little bold colours. Really, really pretty. So I'm going to start off by taking, I think this is Necessary in the palette, which is this shade here. And I'm going to take that on a Spectrum B06. I'm going to zoom you in. I'm going very lightly with these. Like Dose of Colour eyeshadows are super pigmented, so be careful when you use them. They blend out like a dream, but like I said, just super pigmented. I'm just going to take that through the crease. Just going to sort of further blend that through, just to make sure it's all nice and blended. So this is the Crown Brush Duo Fiber Blending Brush. Okay, and then we're going to go for Churro, which is this, yes, darker shade right here. And like I said, very light dabble because they are pigmented. So I'm just going to take that on the Spectrum A07 and just take that through the socket just to darken it up. See what I mean? I literally went boop boop twice and that's the pigment that come off. So now from the palette we're going to take this shade, which is Game Over. You can see somewhere, yeah. It's like this sparkly bluish black. Hopefully we can sort of pack it on as it was like almost a matte. Don't know how it's going to work, or if it's going to work. It's coming off. So this is the Crown Brush C528. I'm just going to pack this on the outer corner. And I'm just going to take the crown brush and just buff the colour out, just so it looks a smoky-ish. So now we're going to cut the crease. So I'm going to take the same Colour FX concealer, and I'm just going to take that on a Peaches and Cream. So this is a PC51 brush, and it's just this nice flat brush. and just gonna take it on that, and then what I like to do is I like to take a little bit on the lid. Look up. Where this like blob sits. So we're going to cut our crease too. So I'm only going to take it as a half a cut. Just going to take the colour brush just to sort of pack it out. Now we're going to take a Moment from the palette, which is this gorgeous blue shade, and we're just going to pack that over where we put the concealer. So I'm just going to take that on a Spectrum A16. Yes, it's wearing off. It's covered in glitter as well, no surprise. I'm just going to pack that on. When I do get near the top, I like to take a smaller brush. So this is a Real Techniques fine liner brush, just so I can really sort of keep that line dead straight. Just going to take this little crown brush and just sort of buff through the blue. So I'm going to finish the other eye off camera and apply some lashes. So these are from a Lash dupe, and these are in the style Ghosted. They are this beautiful just short wing effect. Love these. And then we also are going to take the KBD Go Big or Go Home mascara. And I'm also going to clean up some of the mess because obviously it's a bit too blown out. I'm just going to sort of wipe it away a little bit. Just I want it a bit blown out, but like, obviously I've got like a lot going over here, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll come back, do the base and everything else in between. Okay, so lashes are on, so I'm going to move on to base now. So first of all, I'm going to take the Nip Fab Rose Gold Essence. I love this. This is super beautiful. It's just nice. It's hydrating. It's rather cheap. I usually wait for it to go on sale. I usually sort of buy like 10 to £7.50 depending on what they're doing. But yeah, otherwise it's like 15 quid, which still isn't bad. And yeah, it's just super pretty. It also doesn't break me out either. Then we're going to take the RCMA. So this is the, I think it's like their contour palette. Highlight and contour palette. So it just looks like this. And this is for light. So I'm going to start off by taking, I'm going to start off by doing the under eyes first. So I'm just going to literally mix all three shades. And this is the Spectrum BO5. Put that on the under eye area. I feel like I can go quite heavy with something like this on the under eyes, because where we're going to put makeup on top, it's not going to look too heavy because it's sort of underneath. It just looks more flattering, I feel like. Obviously I will go ahead and add a little bit more concealer just to really brighten it, but take that on the forehead. And now we're going to take the contour side. So I'm going to take this shade here, and I'm going to take that on the Spectrum A18. I'm just going to draw that around forehead, around the cheeks and the jawline. Then on a Luxe JD Rady brush, this is, I think it's the 182. It's like their nose contouring brush. I'm just going to take the more dense side and just run this down the nose. Then I just sort of wipe off the excess on the back of my hand, and then I'll take this brush and just sort of pat it out slightly, and then I'll really go and buff it out with the other side. And to buff out the contour, I'm going to take the Crown Brush C436 and just buff that through. Then to blend out the highlight side, I take the Hourglass. This is the Seamless Concealer brush. Just buff that out. Then for foundation today, I'm going to mix the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation. So this is in Bisque. And then I took the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops in Enfair 2. So basically what it is, I love a yellow foundation. I prefer just a warmer complexion. I feel like it looks better on me. I feel like when it's pink or neutral, it can wash me out entirely. It can make me almost look grey. So I prefer a yellow one. But sometimes it can be too yellow. So I'm mixing like literally the tiniest amount of this. Just to see if I can balance myself out a little bit more so I don't look too yellow. So literally like Taking it on a palette, literally double there, and that's it. That's all you need of this foundation as well. It's super, super pigmented. So yeah, I'm just going to sort of mix that in. And then just sort of dot it on the face. Then I'm going to take the Colour FX liquid foundation brush and just buff this out. And then I'm just going to take the Colour FX, so this is the Power Play Concealer in Fair 2, so this is what I used to brighten it up. So I'm just literally going to take like this much here, just like a little bit, just to add a little bit more highlight to the skin. That's plenty, because obviously we put the RCMA one on, so we don't want a whole lot. I just want a little bit more brightness. So what I like to do is I like to let it dry for a few minutes and then go ahead and blend it out. Obviously there's not a lot, so I don't need to sit here for like 5, but I do like to sit here just for a little bit, just to make sure it's sort of, it's almost like it warms up to the skin. It's so strange, but yeah, anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. But when I come back, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to blend, and it's like, well, you just said you're gonna sit there for a minute. In real time, I sat here for a minute. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take the Hourglass brush, just buff this out. Then to set, I'm gonna take the Colour FX. So this is the, something's in my eye powder. Oh, so this is the Translucent Light Perfecting Setting Powder, and I'm literally gonna take a little dabble of it, because I'm gonna set the face with a different powder, but I just like this one on the under eyes. So yeah, I'm going to take that on a Charlotte Tilbury powder and sculpt brush. Then to set the rest of the face, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury, so this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder, so this is in 1 Fair. I'm just going to take the same brush, but I'm going to avoid this part because obviously we're going to go in with cream, and I don't want it to sort of mingle, but usually I find that cream highlighters don't really sort of separate that bad. But yeah, I'm just going to avoid it just to be safe. To add a little more contour, I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs. So this is the Instamark in Mirage filter. And I'm just going to mix both the shades. And I'm going to take that on a Real Techniques contour brush. Just add a little bit more. So I'm just going to take it around the temples. And then I'm going to take the Kevyn Aucoin. So this is the Tropical Nights Cool Bronzer. It's like the Celeste Bronzing Veil. It's a whole big name. And I'm going to stick to sort of the top and then add a little bit of the dark, just because it can get too dark. So yeah. And I'm taking it on a Spectrum CO7. And we're going to sort of really bronze up the cheeks, almost like it's blush as well, because we're not going to go in with blush today. I want to keep it really, really bronzy. And I've just taken powder on top of my cheeks, even though I said I wasn't gonna. Then for highlighter, we're going to go back into this bad boy. So now we are going to take the cream, but I'm just going to take the cream on a Spectrum A12. I'm going to take that on the inner corners and on the nose as well. Then I'm just going to take it on my finger and take it on top to the cheeks. Then I'm just going to take the powder, and I'm not going to take it on the nose because I love how cream looks on the nose, because it looks like I've got this natural hit rather than taking lots of powder. I'm just going to pop it on the inner corner. Then on a Crown Brush C529, I'm just going to apply it to the tops of the cheeks. Then I'm just going to take some of the Revolution Hydrating Essence Spray. So this is in Pink Grapefruit. I'm just going to spritz that on. I'm just going to take the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Okay, so I'm going to take Game Over from the palette, which was that like greyish, blackish glitter. And I'm going to push it really close to the lash line. Then take in the blue, which was A Moment. and just packing that on. Not halfway, I'd say about a third maybe, a quarter, something, this little just bit here. Then I'm just going to sort of buff that out slightly, so I'm going to take the Crown Brush C528 to do so. Then finish it up with some Lash mascara. So this was the KVD Go Big or Go Home, but you're going to see none of this, you're literally going to see the top of my head. Then for lips, I'm going to take the Body Shop lip liner. This is literally just brown, it's a dark brown, it literally has no name on it. Use any brown eyeliner, lip liner, but this is the only like really dark one I have. So I'm just going to line my lips. Then I'm going to take the Juvia's Place, I'm pretty sure it's a liquid lipstick, it just says matte on it, and this is in Candice. I'm literally going to show you something. I don't know how I've done it, but I've done it. Let me show you. Then I'm a gloss girl, so this is the Fenty Beauty. So this is Gloss Bomb and Glass Slipper. It's literally clear. I just wanted a nice shiny lip. Okay, so this is the completed makeup look. I think it's super cute, a little bit sexy, a little bit smoky. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video.